things to do. First of all, we have to realize that fasting is a mandatory act of worship, so we should observe it with a pure intention solely to please Allah. Don't fast because you think, oh, what will other people think of me? They will think I'm so weak in my iman. I don't even have the courage to fast in the month of Ramadan. What will other people say? No, don't fast because of other people. Don't fast in competition with other people. Fast for who? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why? Why is it necessary to do that? In a hadith we learn, مَنْ صَلَّى يُرَائِي فَقَدْ أَشْرَكَ وَمَنْ صَامَ يُرَائِي فَقَدْ أَشْرَكَ وَمَنْ تَصَدَّقَ يُرَائِي فَقَدْ أَشْرَكَ. Whoever prays to show off, then he has done shirk. Whoever fasts to show off, then he has done shirk. And whoever gives charity to show off, then he has done shirk. So if we're not fasting with the right intention, then it is not just useless, but it is detrimental. It's harmful for a person. It could render his deeds useless. So when we're fasting, purify your intention every single day. I'm doing it for Allah. Not to please my parents, not to impress my spouse, not to impress my classmates. No, I'm doing it for who? For Allah. And what does it mean then? That when we're doing it for Allah, then we expect reward from Him alone. So don't expect people to be extra nice to you. Okay? I've been fasting all day, so I'm not going to cook anything. I've been fasting all day, so I have a right to, sleep through these 4 hours in the afternoon. No. Don't expect people to be extra nice to you. You're fasting for Allah. Expect reward from who? Him alone. Secondly, do not leave fasting without a legitimate excuse, without a legitimate reason. Don't come up with excuses to exempt yourself from fasting this month. Okay? What about a person who is not exempt from fasting and he still doesn't fast? Or just looks for the slightest excuse to not fast. My head is hurting, so I'm not going to fast today. Or I have a very difficult exam coming up. I have to study, so I'm not going to fast. This has happened, right? Many people go through this, many people do this. Is it a legitimate reason to not fast? No. And a person who does this, remember the hadith? The Prophet ﷺ once ascended the pulpit, and as he stepped up, he said, Ameen, Ameen, Ameen. And the people asked, why did you say that? The Prophet ﷺ said, Jibreel came to me and he said, بَعُدَ مَنْ أَدْرَكَ رَمَضَانَ فَلَمْ يُغْفَرْ لَهُ. May he be distanced. Who? The one who finds Ramadan and still is not forgiven. So the Prophet ﷺ, he said, قُلْتُ آمين. I said Ameen. How will a person be forgiven in Ramadan? When he fasts and prays. So if a person does not do that, he's not forgiven. May he be distanced. In another hadith we learned, the Prophet ﷺ said, I was sleeping when two persons came to me, held me by my arms and brought me to a steep hill and asked me to climb. I said, I am not able to. They said, we will make it easy for you to climb. Who were they? Angels. Until I was at the middle or top of the mountain when I heard disturbing, severe, intense sounds. So basically shrieks and cries. I said, what are these sounds? They said, these are the shrieks of the people of the fire. Again they proceeded further with me, when I saw people hanging upside down and their mouths were torn open, bleeding. I asked, who are they? They said, people who broke the fast before time. When they broke the fast before time, what does that mean? Their fast was not accepted and they didn't care. They didn't care. They didn't care whether their fast was valid or not, whether it was even counted as a fast. So for them is a major punishment in hellfire. So this is something very serious. Fasting is something that is mandatory, so do not leave it without a shari'i excuse. Also, of the things to do, abstain from all those acts that nullify the fast. What nullifies the fast? What makes the fast invalid? Eating and drinking, relations. Okay? Also, be especially cautious about the tongue during fasting. Fasting should not just be of the stomach and the private parts, but also be of the tongue and the eyes and the ears. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Man sama Ramadana imanan wa ihtisaban, ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbih." Whoever fasts during Ramadan with faith and seeking his reward from Allah, then he will have his past sins forgiven.